U.S. Bank Stadium. Joining us now, Minnesota Vikings head coach Mike Zimmer. Hey, Coach Zim, what do you think of the draft so far, the way it's shaken out? You get Garrett Bradbury, somebody I know you liked a lot at 18, but overall, do you think has it gone the way you thought, or has it been unpredictable?
There's been a few unpredictable moves during, especially early, really. A couple of different picks we didn't expect to go that high, and so there's always a little bit of unpredictability in the draft.
I think everybody hears it from us what we think of Garrett Bradbury, but I think the audience wants to know from your mouth what's the quick 101 on his skill set.
This dude is tough. He's physical. He's got great athleticism. He's got great balance. He played great against Clemson. He played great against all these ACC teams. Started at guard his sophomore year, started at center his junior and senior years. But this guy is one of the best centers that we've seen in a long, long time. I believe he's a can't-miss guy. He's going to play a lot of football for us, and he's very smart and very tough.
What is your plan with Pat Elflein? Does he just need to try to battle against Bradbury to be the starting center, or do you have some plans to move him to guard?
No, we'll work all that out through OTAs and through training camp. But, Pat's a good football player. We're just trying to get as many good football players in here as we can. These guys are all tough, physical guys. The mentality that we're looking for with our offensive line and with what we want to try to get done offensively with our philosophy, they're all gonna fit in, and we're really excited to have all of them, really.
Mike, your new offensive coordinator, Kevin Stefanski, been around here for a while. Gary Kubiak, somebody you've known for years, 7 Super Bowls, 1 Super Bowl 50 coaching the Denver Broncos, and super well-respected offensive line coach Rick Dennison. So if you have Garrett Bradbury, Pat Elflein, and Brian O'Neill, those 3 are incredibly athletic. What does that permit you to do offensively that maybe you couldn't previously do?
Well, I think one of the things in the running game, if you notice, if you can get one guy cut out of a gap, it creates a lot of seams, because we'll get these guys running side to side. We'll try to create some seams, and if we can get one guy cut off where we got 2 of the same colored shirts in the same gap, Dalvin Cook's going to have a lot of yards.
And, Coach, piggybacking on that, I mean, with Dalvin Cook, do you like his running style in that type of an offense as much as you would in any other style of running game? You like the Dalvin Cook off tackle, the outside zone, the cutback zone, that kind of thing?
Yeah, the really good thing about Dalvin is he could do any of these offenses, but he's one of those guys that is excellent at stretching to the perimeter and making the cutback, or surrounding the defense by continue to go to the perimeter. So I think I think he does a great job there, and this scheme is going to fit in great with these offensive linemen. Gary Kubiak and Rick and Stefanski, they've been talking about this guy for a long, long time, about what a great football player he is. And Gary had the opportunity all fall of looking at a lot of these players, and he was sold on this guy from day one.
Mike, last one. 3 Clemson defensive linemen go in the top 17: Dexter Lawrence, Christian Wilkins, and Cleveland Farrell. Tell us, when you watched Garrett Bradbury perform against the Clemson Tigers defensive line, was that something that kind of got you over the hump with him, how he stood up to those studs?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Andre Patterson, our defensive line coach, was watching those defensive players, and he came into my office one day and he says, "Who's this center from North Carolina State?" He said, "He is getting after these guys." So, for a defensive coach to come in and say, this guy's a really good football player, and he noticed him because he was watching the other players, I think that's a great tribute to this kid.
That's the ultimate in teamwork. Thank you very much, Mike. Congratulations.
Okay.
I know you wanted this guy.
Yeah, we did. Thank you.